for you anyway, so give yourselves a round of applause. Just gonna do a couple of quick verses, a cappella, because I am an MC, which she did not mention. If you were here last time, you should know that. I'm just gonna get into it, and guess we'll speak on what we speak on. So, look at our lives. It's paper and round-shaped coins with numbers. To survive, we all join the slumber, but I wonder if it's all worth it. Amidst confusion, lies, and deceit, is it all worth it? Delusions of the Garden of Eden and paradise become polluted by the squadrons of greed and parasites who use the evil speak to seek to keep the people weak. Illegally reek through the streets, revelations lethal beast. The United Nations reaches for a feeble piece of fabric, the leeches, while those considered unequal seize the planet. So humankind, you've been blind to the bond that goes beyond the flesh. Concepts I manifest to you in rhyme. So who in time ruined minds pursuing crime? They creep like freaks to make life bleak, with nothing to keep you in line but man-made laws with flaws. The root of all evil's the cause, to leave the true happiness of people lost. And tears come to my eyes because I hear the fears and cries of my peers who lie in wait for many years just to die. Instead of enjoying forms that we've worn time and again and not meant for being warned about spending time in the pen. So I speak the gospel of St. Anthony to bring some truth, because all these self-proclaimed apostles ain't even half of me. Life's so hostile, but does it have to be a tragedy? My answers will be flourishing with nourishment for those after me. My rhymes are ominous. Remind the populace of this crime metropolis that I speak with prominence. No need for compliments. I keep my confidence, heed my dominance. The next generation after X are powerless to try to prove wrong any doubting Thomases. They've been brainwashed by the media operatives, never to be shown what a real role model is. So proceed with common sense. A lot of this rottenness that started the prosperous has gotten monotonous. On all of the continents, all of the prosperous ignore the poor, so there are wars for countenance. I'm sure you can count on this. Governments and parliaments, politics stand tall on all their broken promises. Monuments are built for their guilt and cowardice, writing yet not fighting themselves for what their profit is. And it's sad to say that this is what the problem is. Crime, war, famine, poverty, unjust laws, homelessness, loss of property, abuse, disregard for the mentally scarred, discarding the truth. Was living meant to be hard? There's so much struggling and hustling, none to put your trust in. The plot for the youth's destruction is disgusting. It sucks when the road to success is paved with lives. So when they play with your life, who pays the price? Endless death sentence. Parents prefer penance while the young and the reckless get more reckless due to neglected acceptance. Feeling irrelevant has never been more prevalent. There's never been any evidence to prove that any president has ever shown any sentiment to any of us residents that take up residence across the country's settlement, inexplicably subjected to social experiments, never meant for embetterment. They've gone beyond testing the beliefs of the Old and New Testaments, resulting in disruptive behavior and destructive temperaments with no tolerance for bull excrement. Life is meant for us to cherish it, not to be embellished with blemishes by the selfish and devilish. There ain't no exclusive membership. Parties pass propaganda through poisoned penmanship. The treacherous need to remember how it was to be adventurous, and returning to the paradise we lost should be our preference. Thank you. Like a phoenix that has risen out of the ashes of burnt buildings, blessings earned from lessons learned that made us resilient. We're much more than children of a lesser God. You don't want to test the squad whose lives have survived going against the odds. Attempts to hold us down have never slowed us down. What comes around goes around. Listen close, you know the sound, the way the drums pound like a heartbeat. Murals talk on the walls where stories are told by chalk on the concrete. The foolish chase glory on the street, while the truest choose to refuse to lose or taste defeat. No about face, no retreat. No amount of deceit you can count can shake our faith or belief. Beneath the rough appearance is tough perseverance, with more than enough experience to interrupt interference. Stay clear of the nearest store with most even their score. They play host to carnivores that boast they know the art of war but aren't as smart as a fifth grader. Their hearts believe they need to keep their weight up to live greater. To give or take's not the debate. To live and wait for an escape should prove you got what it takes to elevate beyond the nonsense. The guilty pleasures of a chosen few doesn't weigh on our conscience. We stomp out the toxic and obnoxious. Just look into everyone's face here, and you'll know what the Bronx is. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere else you're looking. We've got our own webpage. Ready? Okay, thank you all again.